guys, I decided to do a random fun little video for you today. It is another one about secrets. And these are the 10 secrets of Keyo. Some of them you may have heard in the past, some of them you may not have. Either way, they're in this video. I think sleep is a waste of time. Out of all of that sleep, I could be sitting there crafting something. Now, I'm not saying that you should go and not sleep. I am a perfectionist, which in turn portrays me as modest. Now, these two things are completely different, and you may be asking, how is that possible? But me, being a perfectionist, especially within the art realm, if somebody says that something is amazing, all I see are the flaws and what I can improve the next time that I do it. So that in turn, when somebody says this to me, I will automatically shut down. A, because I don't know how to take compliments, and B, because I don't think that the work is that good. I'm very shy, yet I'm the most charismatic person in my family. This being said, growing up, I was very, very verbal, and then I went through a period where I was very, very shy and slowly or very quickly, I don't know, becoming an introvert. But there are times where I'm very, very extroverted, and then there are other times where I'm very, very introverted. It all plays a role in the surroundings and what I'm doing. If I'm in the mood to be like super hyper and super crazy, like I know that I portray the fact that I'm very, very extroverted within my videos, but I'm also in the comfort of my own dwelling, alone, recording for you guys. My brain rushes at about 100 miles per hour, so it's hard for me to complete certain projects because I'm always starting new ones that are inspired by the old. This one is in turn a complete fact. I start so many projects, and then from that project I will be inspired to draw a new thing, and then I will just take full direction into that, and then just kind of leave the old one hanging, sometimes for a couple of years. One dream of mine was to work with the company SLG. For those of you who don't know, that is slave labor graphics. I found them about 11 years ago. Did so much mass research on all of the artists and what comic books they drew and whatnot, and I've even submitted to them twice. Because none of my submissions actually went through, I still had the enjoyment of working alongside slave labor graphics on their website, and I am a merch model for them. Not to mention, a couple months ago, I actually went out and got to meet Dan in person. I've had 2.5 septoplasty surgery, and I still cannot breathe 100%. For those who might be questioning why there's that half in there, the first one was a complete septoplasty. The second one was a turban reduction in my nose, and then the half one was going back because of a blockage, and they ripped off the scar tissue. My body heals at a very, very odd rate. Cutting is my favorite dance style of all. I started cutting my own hair because the stylist that I went to stopped listening. There was one day where when I actually had shoulder-length hair, I went to one of the hair cutteries in this area, and I told her to leave my shaved side alone because I was going to be growing it out. Now, she completely buzzed it, and I was so unhappy that I started cutting my own hair here at my house. I alter and sometimes make my own clothing. Now, by altering, I mean that I will go and thrift a pair of pants, and because the fact that I am this big, all of the pants that I get fit around my waist perfectly, but not around my legs, and they are always way too big. So I go in and I will take the inseams and make them very tight. And last but not least, I view everything as art, and typically keep that mindset if I want to create something. When I say that I view everything as art, I mean, if I see a style of clothing, like a shirt or whatever that I love, I will sit there and think about the 10 possible ways, or the 3 different seam styles that may have gone into the piece, how I can actually recreate it, what folds that I need to do, how much fabric I need, and I will and can come home to recreate it. Now, I actually have some designs that I mapped out a couple years ago that I will be crafting here soon. And after I've made, a few costumes, I'm going to be going with those. Now, besides the fact that I've totally sidetracked this answer, I view everything as art. Typically, everything that I want to achieve artistically, I will sit there and think about it for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then come up with like several different scenarios as to how I can go ahead and make it, and then I will do it.